you're ready, I'm ready.
Okay. So why are you so awesome?
I am only awesome because of the awesome people that work with me. So I'm only as awesome as my crew.
I'm awesome because I'm in a band. That's why I'm awesome. Yeah. Not anyone can handle this. We need someone who's so cool that as soon as the audience sees it, they explode in their pants. I'd like to think that I succeeded in the coolness factor.
I heard about the contest, I think in April, late April, and we shot in late May. So, and between those weeks leading up to the shooting day, I also was still editing my first year grad film and, still doing other school stuff and doing my internship. And so when I wasn't doing that, I was busy writing the script. And then after that, casting it, and then while casting, also working with Carmen about sort of the look I wanted and outline sort of the body movement and blocking just on paper for Carmen to at least get sort of what I wanted. And I really wanted a documentary feel, so there was really there weren't any tripods involved. There was no tripod involved in shooting this movie. It was all handheld, and I wanted a really realistic look. And luckily, Carmen and I, we did a short called Flip Out Frenzy.
Doing what I want it to do. Here we go.
It takes practice,
And you're not even trying either. Yeah! Shit! Goddamn hell! Fuck! Cunt!
Which entailed a lot of documentary style shooting. And so Carmen from that was able to sort of bring that from what she learned into The Rising Dead. And also I had David Stryan and we did a makeup test. He did. I wasn't involved with the makeup test because I was busy, but he grabbed someone and did makeup tests on them, and I approved. I liked it a lot. And then we went and bought, fake lumber so we could build a breakaway door off of his plans that he had. 2 days prior to shooting, we had to build the set, because that was all just a set. Like, it wasn't someone's house that we broke down. We built the set, and I always had the black and white look in mind. It was always sort of in part of my vision to shoot it black and white. And I didn't do any shooting tests for The Rising Dead. It's okay that we didn't, because the movie turned out fantastic, but usually I like to do shooting tests sometimes if I can. I'm not trying to brag, but I think, my crew and I really pulled off a pretty cool little zombie flick that was made in a very short amount of time, but there was a lot of pre-production, a lot of fast pre-production. And I just rehearsed them that morning. I rehearsed everyone that morning. I didn't have any rehearsing prior to shooting the movie. And I'm a big fan of rehearsing, too. I love rehearsing, but with school and then finishing up my first year grad film, I just didn't have time to get together with the actors beforehand. So it was all this is all done on the fly that morning. Luckily, we had a script, so that helped. So if you don't rehearse and they do something when you're shooting, you're like, oh, and sometimes you don't have time to do another take. So you're relying that if you don't rehearse, you're relying on your actors sort of just knowing what you want and knowing what you like, and that's goes back to like making sure you work with people that know you, because then you have a really nice rapport of like, oh, well, I know Hyro likes this, and I know people shouldn't assume, but it's nice that people know what you like, so then the shooting process goes by a little faster.
Hyro does it in sort of like a briefing method beforehand. Like he'll have the actors together and this is what he did, and he had us play some like role-playing games, and not the fun, kinky kind, just role-playing games, and then he'll take us to the set and just be like, okay, go, this is what you say, and the camera's looking this way now, but just do your thing.
Yeah, and then the flashbacks were done on the hottest day of the summer, all over San Francisco. Of course, it's only like 5 seconds of the movie, the whole flashback, which it was originally supposed to be like that, where I knew it was only going to be a couple of instances of flashing back.
He had us switching our clothes a lot and stuff, so it made look like different days. when we weren't actually filming, like walking from location to location. I was walking around a wife beater, fighting off girls with a stick. Like, no, you can't have this.
I kept warning them, like, this is only going to be like 5 seconds, but we shot like pretty much almost an hour of tape, and almost an hour of just flashbacks to condense it to just 5 seconds.
I mean, we spent a whole day, literally, from sun up to sundown filming, and then it turned out to be a 3-second clip. So, thank you, Hyro. Excellent.
It was intense. I've never had to do something like that before the Rise of Dead. It was definitely I think it worked so well because there were a lot of talented people that were sort of at my disposal. A lot of people were willing to help, and a lot of people were willing to put their time and effort into it. And so I had a lot of people like giving me ideas on what to do, kind of, and how to do it, and then really how to get my ideas across to them and how they could make sure that my ideas were feasible and doable. And it turned out to be something really great in the end. For something that was done so quickly too. I'm very proud of everyone. It was intense. It was intense, but it was fun.
But with all sincerity, I hope this is the end.
All right, guys. So, for our jury prize for the film challenge, our winner is The Rising Dead.